Okay, welcome back to Deal Me In, and this is not going to be considered an actual episode. This I feel like, okay, so this is to all of my fellow podcasters, potential podcasters, people who just like to really listen to a lot of podcasts. Whatever. So I feel like we create a platform for ourselves to say what we want, get the attention that we want, about maybe certain things, issues, gain insight on different ideas or situations or, any aspects of life. There's the, okay, so I reached out to a group of fellow podcasters and I posed a specific question, and this question was, how do I omit the word from my podcast recordings? And got a lot of ideas about how to slow things down. So that's what I'm going to do. See, slowed it down and stopped it there. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just throw that word in. It's like I have to say that word to even get to the next idea. It's terrible, right? So, as I was saying, I feel like recreate this platform for ourselves to kind of say what we want and to make a voice for maybe those voices that we feel aren't heard, or just for ourselves, or just as recreation, right? So today, you guys, I'm being really goofy tonight. It's like, what time is it? It's like 12:48. I haven't really been sleeping. I haven't slept right in about a month. Yeah. So I'll go to sleep around, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. It's been bad. So I don't know. So I'm up. I might actually get to sleep at a decent hour. Decent hour is anything after anything before 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. Decent hour for me. So I might actually make that tonight. There's that again. And I slowed down. I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, so I am allowed this goofy podcast because it's my platform, right? I created it. I say what I want, do what I want, and I feel like we all kind of need like that, just like release. And it's funny to hear someone else make a fool of themselves, right? So you're welcome. Anyway, I really got on here to address all of this is, like I said, for many of my fellow podcasters, and it's to address a lot of the things I saw. I saw some posts, and like some people were actually concerned about what to do starting off with a new podcast. And there's never really, they ask for like mistakes, stuff like that. There's never really a perfect way to get started. I mean, you're not going to have, oh my gosh, first episode, perfect everything. The beauty of it is to make mistakes and to learn from it. Like the thing, oh my goodness. For everyone who has actually been listening to my podcast this far, don't even start like, if you were to make money from the amount of I said, I bet you'd have a nice little savings right now. So that being said, I would say my advice for new podcasters would be just to go with it, roll with it. Even if you have to create a bunch of episodes and then maybe delete them, you don't have to publish everything you record just for fun. If you're bored, take the time to record. I mean, even if you don't have, a lot of people like to fit things into genres. I mean, that's great. And if you want to do that, I fully support. It's fine. I just don't. And I feel like even if you are a part of a genre, like, if you have a group of follower listeners and they like to listen to your podcast, they'll just want to hear, they don't mind hearing an episode that's off topic or whatever. If you have usually a podcast that's related about anything financial, savings or working with the stock market, things like that. And then you decided to have an episode about, since we're in the pandemic, they listen, right? So don't feel restricted. I guess is where I'm getting at. Don't feel restricted. And not that I've been doing this for a long time and I'm not in any shape, way, or form an expert, but I've learned in life that you listen to advice, you take it or you leave it. But you listen to advice. So basically, I would say just have fun with it. Don't be nervous. Just talk. It's you, yourself. Even if it's a group, you've gotten this group together. You guys build a trust with each other. You feel free. You have fun. You give a good episode. Literally. That's it. I would say if you are going to inform people of things, try to have your facts. Don't just kind of go on rants and be like, maybe this might this. It's fine to give your opinion, but sometimes people like hard facts because think about it, the things that we listen to, we hear something on the radio and we go back and it's like word of mouth. So yeah, we don't have to be actual, but you don't want to look like an idiot every time you bring something back from what you've heard via this person's podcast, because then that person's podcast is thrown in the mix with all of the false information you've given in not a positive light. Feel me? So, there's that word again. See? Still not perfect, but yeah. So, it's, like I said, this is super short. It's not an actual episode. But that was my tidbit of advice. What else would I say? Oh, soundproof. Do a few episodes and just listen to the different sounds. I had to actually use my headphones to record a few times. It sounds much better. I do not have all of the fancy dancy equipment. At some point, I guess I will get all of that. Not in a rush. What I do is just fine now. What I have is just fine now. People still listen. I don't really think you gain more listeners. As long as you don't have last episode there were technical difficulties. Now that was a problem, but we got through it. And it's not an everyday thing. So I feel like that's fine. Feel like, whatever works, stick with it. Don't think because you see the majority with this that to be a great podcaster, I have to have XYZ. No, it's yours. It's your platform. You decided to do this. You created this. This is your thing, right? So I think that's the beauty of it. That's what I love about it. Keep that in mind, and I think you'll do great things. And also, if you guys want to link up, if there are any podcasters listening to this, you can email me at ArdenElijah@outlook.com. It's Arden Elijah at outlook.com. Or if you are following me on any social media platforms, just send me a message. So yeah, that's really it. It was really short and sweet. See, I got to record whatever I wanted because it's my platform. Anyway, yeah. So I'm done ranting, you guys. It's now 12:55 a.m. And by the end of this, everyone probably thinks I'm a crazy person. But if you know me, you know I'm not. But I do like to have a good time. I'm really goofy, so You guys have a great morning, evening, whenever you're listening to this. Have a great day. Bye.